Hello, King's Kids team. We have a great March ahead, and I cannot wait to dive in with you as we look at all the events that you get to be part of. First, I want to make sure you know that we have 5 weekends for the month of March. What that means is our first and third team will be serving a third time this month. You'll be serving the first, the third, and also the 5th weekend. Some events that we want to make sure you know: March 6th, Club 3 for 5, Moses Part 2. We will dive into how we have a Heavenly Father who protects His children. March 14th, 15th, we're asking our team to wear their best tie-dye clothing as we have tie-dye weekend here at Church of the King. You'll be seeing more publicity for this on our social media, and make sure you share when you see it online. March 10th, men, we will have our men's night. We're going to be having Robert Madu, which is one of my personal favorites, and I cannot wait to hear the challenging and encouraging word he has for our men. March 24th, we have our women's night, where Miss Lynette Lewis will join our ladies to inspire and encourage and motivate them as they walk as children of God. We have an important date that you need to circle, highlight, whatever you have to do to make sure you put on your calendars. April 2nd, how to disciple kids effectively at King's Kids. We're so excited to debut new curriculum that is going to help you as a leader of children. This does not mean just a small group leader. This means if you're in worship, tech, check-in, special needs, nursery, preschool, whatever it is, Club 345, VBS, we have so many different people who are serving. This is going to make sure that our entire team gets better. I want to take a look at a passage together as we motivate ourselves to be a little bit more intentional, especially on a 5th weekend month. You know, it's so easy for us to kind of go through the routine of things. And we see an incredible challenge from Jesus when his disciples, I imagine, were kind of doing the same. The Sermon on the Mount, Jesus talks to his disciples about being salt in this world and how good is salt if it loses its taste. If you are salt, and if I am salt, and if we're called to be salt as children of God, if we lose our saltiness, what good are we to the kingdom of heaven? How do we make sure that we fight losing saltiness in our life? One, I think one of the ways is we can get saturated. Saturation, you know, is when there's so much salt that, like the Dead Sea, it is not beneficial. I want to make sure you know that I'm all about being a part of Christian community. My small group and my men in my life are so important. But it's also important that I understand that God has called me to a neighborhood. God has called me to a town. God has called me to different areas so that we can continue to spread the gospel. Another kind of going with a salty term is we get diluted. So much water, not much salt, that you see that the saltiness again loses its effectiveness. We want to make sure we have relationships in our life that are life-giving. You know, we all need those Spanish people in our life, those ones who say, hey, you got something in your teeth. And I appreciate a lot of you who are my Spanish people. When we have those people in our life, it's turning from me-centric to gospel-centric, where we're not focusing only on ourselves, but more understanding that we are able to reach people. We need people in our life that can challenge us, hold us accountable, and not just say yes for the sake of saying yes. Can have critical conversations in our life. See you this weekend, and thank you so much for not losing your saltiness.